All right, who wants 3 free plays for Tuesday, August 11th? Mark Zinno. People had to be happy yesterday. We won 2 of the 3 free plays. We were very close to winning all 3 free plays.
Yeah. Milwaukee's
2 of them went very
ass.
easily. The 2 winners were very easy. The loser was a little heartbreak hotel. But people were also very happy. The show was up early, bright and early. It was posted. They were very happy. I don't know
they were very excited. We might need to rectify that somehow.
We may have to do it with maybe we just won't sleep and we'll record it in the middle of the night now. So it's in everyone's inbox first thing.
I think with the increase in our salaries and the extra benefits that we get for doing this show, we probably should do that. Oh,
I agree.
Wait,
stop it.
None of those things happened.
Stop it. I will say this. If you'd like to know when this show drops, please subscribe to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, you click subscribe. You will be notified when the show is posted.
I gotta point out, just because we've been friends for a long time, you're a little sluggish this morning. I mean, you a little hair of the dog. You having a little trouble getting out of bed this morning? Because look, you kind of don't have the same chipper self. There you go. Okay.
Saw the Foo Fighters last night.
I know from time to time you're known to have an occasional pop or two. So,
we're fine. We know everything. I'm a broadcast professional. Bob Uecker did it for decades.
Well, that's true. They don't call him the best color man in the league for nothing, folks.
No. All right. And guess what? Not only did I see the Foo Fighters last night, not only did we go 2-1 with the free plays on the show, but my best bet, if you're on board, my 4% best bet, Rangers Angels under. That was such a good play, guys, that it didn't even matter that the game went to 10 innings. And Texas scored 3 in the top of the 10th. Still won easily. It was a 4-1 final. Easy winner on 8.5.
2-1 for me yesterday. Really would have, of all the surprising things, it's not that the one game I lost was Boston first 5. It wasn't surprising to me that Sonny Gray hasn't pitched well against Toronto this year at all, but both of those starts were in Fenway. And when I was talking with Guns, our good buddy Guns, he's like, I stayed off because, of the way he's pitched against Toronto. I said, yeah, but that was in Fenway. I was just shocked to see that Boston all of a sudden couldn't score against Jameson Taillon and Simeon Woods Richardson. Didn't push a single run across in the first 5. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
It'll be interesting to monitor.
To sneak out of there with a push, but it didn't happen.
It'll be interesting to monitor Boston these next couple weeks. They won at such a prodigious rate.
Right.
You can't keep that up. You can't keep winning. You can't keep winning 31 out of every 36 games.
Yeah.
Can't happen.
I think there's pills you can take to keep it up.
But well, there are, but I don't know if they help you win 31 of 36 baseball.
Yes, that's the other point. I don't know if those pills do that.
Okay, I don't think they do, to be honest. At least that's what they tell me. All right. That was last night, guys.
And if it lasts longer than 4 hours, go see you at a hospital.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, the Red Sox winning streak lasted a lot longer than 4 hours. Lasted about 4 weeks. But again, I'm interested to see how they do moving forward. You'll be telling us, as a matter of fact, what you think of tonight's Sox-Jays game in the sloppy parlay. If you are an over better, if you're someone who likes to bet the over, you'll like today's sloppy parlay because a lot of
they're going to hate my play.
Featured. Well,
they're going to hate it.
We'll get to that because you are up first of the sloppy parlay. But first, let's do a wake-up call. I think I probably need one. Talk to you in 40 seconds.
Wake up, Mr. Sleepyhead. You are late.
It's the Morning Wager.
I've got a hangover. Who knows what that means?
We're going to do this again.
Garçon, coffee.
So I have a story to tell. May I tell a story?
Oh, so what are you going to tell us, tough guy?
You really set me off, okay?
Take caution in your tone, Commander.
I went 4-1 today. Zinno, I went 4-1.
Bonnie, anything to add?
No.
The Morning Wager starts now.
Starts now. Again, guys, reminder, if you already haven't done so, click subscribe here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. We do appreciate the support. Okay, Mark Zinno, you are up first. Very good free play yesterday on the show with Arizona in the first 5. They put 4 runs on the board in the top of the first and never looked back.
Mike Soroka's ass problems are over.
He is an ass man. He got it done. All right, we'll be talking a little bit more about Rockies D-backs later, but as we teased before the wake-up call, you're going to take us to north of the border to Toronto. Red Sox, Jays, Red Sox looking to avoid a fourth straight loss here. You think there will be runs, and you think the people will not like this?
No, they're going to hate it because Dylan Cease is starting for the Blue Jays. Now, look, the Red Sox last night were a minus 160 favorite, right? And obviously they lose 2-1 and really a quirky game with that stupid mistake on the scoreboard and the 2 outs or whatever. I don't know if you saw that or not. But now it flip-flops and you're getting Toronto as the minus 160, minus 170 favorite. Or actually minus 140, minus 150. But I know it's crazy to take a over with Dylan Cease on the mound. His last 2 starts against Boston, in case you haven't been paying attention this year, he went a combined 14 innings, gave up 5 hits and 0 runs while striking out 17. However, both of those starts were in Boston. The one start he made against the Red Sox in Toronto earlier this year, 5 2/3, 7 hits, 4 runs. And this is a Boston offense right now that I believe still that scores a lot more on the road than they do at home. And after 3 straight lackluster games offensively, should be able to put up some runs here. Now, what's the other side of this equation, BP? Patrick Sandoval. And I kept screaming, what outside of like Dylan Cease and Tomoyuki Sagano, Patrick Sandoval is the other guy right up there that's we're waiting to get his ass blown up, right? Prime for regression. I mean, he's 1-0 with a 3.38 ERA. I don't think he's been great at all. And I think we are absolutely going to see him get lit up. The problem is that this is a very bad Toronto offense who doesn't score a ton at home. But still, you know, the longer I evaluate this game, I kind of just start to – my first initial thought was under, but then I kind of just started to think, I'm like, come on, this – it's almost right there on the tee at a 7 and a flat 7. Like 4-3 at least gets us a push. And I think that's still in play with both of these teams, particularly when you talk about the Blue Jays bullpen, which isn't terrible, but it's not great. I know Boston's is really good, but nonetheless, I think both of these starters get touched up a little bit here. Let's go over 7. People are going to hate it.
Over 7. Smash that like button if you agree. Comment down below if you feel differently. I will warn you if you comment, though, that you feel differently. Mark Zinno may comment back at you. All right. Let's keep this over train moving. Royals, Dodgers. We said on yesterday's program, if the Dodgers don't start swinging the sticks well tonight, maybe there is something wrong. Well, they started swinging the sticks with 6-5 win yesterday over the Royals. Wasn't easy necessarily to get the win for the Dodgers, but they did put up enough runs for I know you to cash a team total on the premium side. Shout out to you there. And I'm just coming back with the over again. Look, I think the Dodgers continue to swing the bats well. They're taking on Michael Waka for the Royals. We also, of course, yesterday spent a lot of time talking about the Royals' lousy bullpen. So, you know, the Dodgers, they should be able to do most of the heavy lifting here on an over of 8. Now, it is very interesting. I've got a stat for you that I don't know. I guess it kind of doesn't speak well to an over chance, at least with the Royals helping out. The Royals, Mark, have scored fewer than 5 runs in each of the last 15 starts by Waka. That's the longest such streak for any starter in Major League Baseball this season. So he's generally not getting a lot of run support. And we know the Royals typically don't score that much on the road. Bit of a wild card, though, in the handicap here. Blake Snell back on the mound for the Dodgers. We haven't seen Blake Snell, obviously, in quite some time. What is he going to be in this start? He's only made 1 start this entire season, and it did not go well for the record. I mean, we're dealing with a small sample size, but Blake Snell gave up 5 runs in 3 innings in his lone official start of 2026. I think maybe I don't think he's going to be in peak form here. I think the Royals can push enough across the plate to help us get up and over 8. So that is our second of what will be 3 overs in the sloppy parlay. Again, guys, you can always feel free to comment down below with your thoughts Let's run through these games, Zinno, real quick before we get to our show best bet.
Cleveland, Detroit, Tanner Bybee, Drew Anderson. How do you not? I know it's your Guardians here, and Bybee's 4-11 with a 3.8, very respectable 3.85 ERA and a 1.1 WHIP. I mean, talk about unlucky. The guy's got no damn run support in any freaking game this year.
Very different than last year, where he wasn't that good really and got a ton of run support. Funny how that happens.
Yeah, which is why I believe in run support as a thing. He's only getting 3.06 runs of support per start. That's the third lowest in all of Major League Baseball, behind Michael Waka, and Shane Boz. Anyway, but how do you not back Detroit in general at this point? Like, they're just playing really good baseball. Like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't want to step in front of Detroit right now, even though we all thought they were sellers. Although Cleveland, by the way, has not lost to Detroit yet this season.
I was just going to say that 0-6 Detroit is against Cleveland. You know me, that makes me like Detroit even more. These are two teams trending in different directions, in my opinion. I believe the Detroit Tigers are ready to move up the standings. The Cleveland Guardians, I'm going to say it right here, right now, August 11th, 2026. Guardians aren't making the playoffs. Not making it.
Bold prediction, Cotton. Pittsburgh and Miami. Paul Skeens on the mound. So they lost 9 in a row with him. They won 3 in a row. Now they've lost 3 in a row. Like, I mean, I'm getting Paul Skeens at -115. You got to be kidding me.
Is he any good? Is he injured? I'll say this. I don't mean to engage in hyperbole. That's not what I do. This is not, I don't know, pick any of your least favorite talking heads on the television. But I will say this. I didn't want to name anyone in particular. But the Pittsburgh Pirates, man, they invested at the trade deadline. They're having a good year. And does it all become unraveled because Paul Skeens isn't Paul Skeens? That would be a real kick in the old arse if it was. I think this is a very important game for the Buckaroos here in Miami. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Yuri Perez pitches much better at home than he does on the road. And Miami's just better in general at home.
Typically, that has been where he's been. Now, this year, the splits are much closer. But throughout his career, Perez has been much better at home than he's been on the road.
2.75 ERA for his career at home, 26.
Yeah, and then it's like 4.7 on the road. So there is a delta there, but just kind of depends on where you are with the whole thing. But regardless, a big series for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, big series for the NL wild card, obviously, which is becoming increasingly crowded. The Marlins are 0-5 in Perez's last 5 starts overall, so take note of that. I think he's too good for them to keep losing. But you could say the same for Skeens in Pittsburgh. That's a tough one to call.
Kind of lean over in Cubs Nats.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, Shota Imanaga has been slightly less Shota on the road. He's more Shota at home than on the road. So what I mean by that is he gives up less home runs on the road than he has at home. So, but it's Jake Irvin out there, so the Cubs should score a ton. If he can get a 9, stay on the 9 and do it. I don't know that you'd back the Nationals at this point. I feel like they're a fade, and unless maybe Cubs first 5, but you'd have to lay a half run. So
Imanaga's allowed 2 runs or less in 7 straight starts overall.
Then maybe it is Cubs first 5, lay the half. Because I don't know if this Nationals offense really has impressed me over the course. Like, we keep going back to the All-Star break. Let me go back to the last week of
the
July.
Cubs have been one of the best teams in baseball over the last 2 months. Other than Boston, the Cubs have been the best team in baseball.
I would like to point out that let's see where the Nationals are as far as runs scored overall from the last week of July. They're middle of the pack. Let me just check one more stat here. Let's go even. When did that losing streak start?
For the Nats?
Yeah.
It started like right after the break when they dropped. It was the road trip they just completed before they came back home. Yeah. Okay. They dropped 7 of 8 to Philadelphia and Atlanta.
Right out of the break, huh? Okay. Well,
I don't think it was
they
right
are still
out of the break.
scoring at least. I don't know. Tough. Probably stay away.
Betting against the Nationals, and you don't. When I do that, I don't want to leave their bullpen out of it. That's the thing about why I would also maybe veer away from the first 5. All right, up next is Seattle and your New York Yankees.
I mean, here's the crazy part. You ready for this?
Brian Woo is not as good on the road.
You have 2 pitchers who give up a ton of runs versus 2 offenses that couldn't score in a whorehouse with a fistful of hundreds.
Something's got to give. Something's got to give by rule.
I mean, you probably lean to the over in this spot, right?
It's a low total. I don't know, man. I get that the starting pitch, I get that Woo's splits, are what they are on the road. I get how you feel about Ryan Weathers, deservedly so. But, God, betting on both these offenses does not sound fun. And I've done some crazy things over the course of 2 decades in this business.
Yeah, it's not a appealing proposition to say the least. Mets in Atlanta like the over again. Probably lean Mets with McLean.
First 5. We said on the show Christian Scott could go toe-to-toe with Bryce Elder. He did.
We said on the show this Bryce Elder shit needs to stop is what we said, and it did.
Okay, well, that was the less technical portion of the handicap, I believe. But Nolan McLean, better starter than Martin Perez, in my opinion.
Perez has been, quote, due for regression for the better part of a month now. So
he's a little bit more due than he was last month. How about that?
You want to hear something crazy? Martin Perez,
would love to.
In his last 3 starts at home, where the Braves are tonight, has an ERA of exactly 0.
Well, he's been getting the job. I don't know. I still like McLean better. By the way, the Mets.
By the way, in those 3 starts, he's gone 14 innings, giving up 2 hits and no runs.
The New York Mets. Let's talk about what they've done on the road recently.
Their bats have been on fire as of late.
They have scored 6, so they're 6-1 on the current road trip. They've scored at least 6 runs in every win. They were shut out in the loss. I had the other side in that one loss, by the way. Thank you very much.
In case you were wondering, Mets top 5 in road scoring since the break.
So if you like the Mets, it might be correlated with an over bet there as well. Although, as Mark outlined, Perez has not been giving up a ton, and McLean very good. So maybe you wouldn't want to do that. A lot of tough games here to call.
I like the Orioles win against Bailey Ober.
Dean Kramer got his revenge yesterday, huh?
He did. Dean Kramer got his revenge.
Francis Farmer will have her revenge.
Bailey Ober's ERA at home is 4 runs lower than what it is on the road.
Lower.
But it's full game. You get the Twins bullpen involved. I think the Orioles come back and steal one here. I mean, both of these teams are fading in the wild card race, so not a real desire. But after the Orioles lose last night, I think they come back and win tonight.
Orioles put 15 runs on the board the last 2 games after scoring just 11 the previous 7.
What are we doing with the Reds and the White Sox?
I like the White Sox, especially whenever Sean Burke pitches. That's a time that I look to back the White Sox. Sean Burke is having.
Are you a Lodolo? No, I'm a Bobo.
Okay. We talked about Imanaga, 2 earned runs or less in 7 straight starts. It's 2 earned runs or less in 9 straight starts for Sean Burke. And Cincinnati doesn't score very much.
And Lodolo's got a finger. That's what they wrote down. He's got a finger.
Okay.
So he's coming back from the IL because of his finger.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Al Michaels. Isn't he the one who started that where it wasn't an injury? He's out with a knee.
Okay. Interesting matchup here between Philadelphia and St. Louis. I'd consider this for my half of the sloppy parlay. I've taken the over here. I know it's Christopher Sanchez, but his ERA on the road is 3 runs higher than it is at home. And Andre Payante, his home ERA is 2 runs higher than what he is on the road. Now, this thing was trending to the under for the full game last night, and lo and behold, both of these bad bullpens decided to give up 6 runs in the last 3 innings. So I don't care. I still think the over is the play, even with Sanchez on the mound.
Phillies are 5-0.
Even with the bad Cardinals offense as well.
Phillies are 5-0. Sanchez's last 5 starts, 8-1 his last 9. Yeah, I think the only concern with an over here, Mark, well, I mean, both offenses, You look at them, the Phillies have tended to score less on the road. St. Louis has tended to score less at home. But St. Louis, their last 3 games, all of which have been here at home in Busch Stadium, they have averaged 6 runs. So there you have it. All right. What do we got next here? Texas and the Angels.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. You talk about it. I have no desire to.
I had the under last night. It was very easy. It's very the Angels are a team. Look, I get it. Now we had better starters on the mound yesterday. I was confident in the 2 starters. They both delivered as I anticipated. The Angels bullpen, as the 6 remaining Angels fans will tell you, is not good, and that is a concern. Thankfully, we had a big enough cushion entering extra innings last night.
Back to Milwaukee and
one more thing about that.
Yes.
About the Angels. The Angels dead last in home scoring in all of Major League Baseball.
Yeah, that's true. Back to the Brewers and Padres here.
Yes.
I had almost put this first 5. Kyle Harrison's ERA is a lot higher on the road than it is at home, but that's really a product of 2 starts. One against the Athletics on the road where he gave up 8 runs in 2 1/3, and another one against Arizona where he only I have to go look into the box score, but he only lasted 2 2/3 and gave up 3 runs. So you're talking about a spot where he gave up 11 runs over the course of 5 innings, and that's severely inflated his road ERA, but his other road starts have not been terrible. He just hasn't lasted that deep into games on the road for the most part. And that's sort of been a little bit of the problem, at least over the course since, June. I still think Milwaukee first 5 is a really solid play here.
All right. And you cashed that on the client side yesterday. So,
yeah.
Free play I gave out on yesterday's show is Tampa Bay Athletics over. That hit very easily. That was a very good play. Yes. Got it absolutely for free here on the morning wager. They combined for 16 runs. I said, look, the Rays have been winning a lot while not scoring a lot of runs. They go to West Sacramento. The A's give up more runs at home than any other team in baseball. It makes a lot of sense for the Rays bats to wake up. They did wake up with 10 runs. Nick Martinez is a guy who is due for regression. So on that side, so it could be more runs tonight. Houston and San Francisco. Thoughts and prayers to anyone who bet the Giants plus 1.5 last night because they lost by 3 in extra innings. That is always a kick in the old ass. Kick in the pants.
You ain't kidding. No desire to even get involved in that series, to be honest with you. How do you bet at this point?
I believe the morning wager has taken the official stance that the San Francisco Giants are phoning in the rest of the season, correct?
Yeah, I just it'd have to be a very specific spot where I would want to get involved, and I don't know that this is it.
I mean, and they kind of were in a good spot facing a team that was traveling off Sunday night last night and still kind of a heartbreak hotel loss. How do you get off the mat? All right, 1 play left. Show best bet. We've covered everything for you guys. Do us a favor, smash that like button. We've given you, for God's sake, we've given you 5 or 6 reasons to smash that like button. Hopefully you've done it already, but if not, we appreciate the support. Let's get to our best bet. A third over for today's sloppy parlay. Mark Zinno, Rockies, D-backs over. As soon as you brought this matchup up on our pre-show call and said I kind of like the over, I said, well, guess what, Captain? I like the over too. Tomoyuki Sagano, number 1. Well, all right, I was just a figure of speech. All right, I did not mean to insult you in your level of leadership in the United States.
No,
military.
just
thank you for your
like to be addressed by my proper rank. That's all.
And you are in Thank you, Colonel. All right. Tomoyuki Sagano. Hopefully we will be saluting him as he gives up many runs tonight in Arizona. And then you have Mitch Bratt pitching for the D-backs, who I don't have a lot of faith in either.
Sagano, you said it wrong. You said it wrong.
What did I say?
Sagano.
Okay, we're not going to do that. Okay, that's
the people in the comment section love when you get so fired up about it. It's not like it's not an insult.
It's just fun. It's just fun to say. Huh?
If I was to say his name is Jorge Perez, no one would. Tomoyuki Sagano.
I don't know. Maybe some people wouldn't like it. I don't get involved.
A lot of people don't like a lot of things. Bite me.
Well, I know, and you, boy, do you like to just, I mean, I don't know.
I just watched. It was on. I am the straw that stirs the drink. I just watched the Dodgers Yankees Uncivil War documentary again on ESPN.
Yeah,
Reggie Jackson. I'm the straw that stirs the drink.
That's
anyway, Mitch
Look,
Pratt,
look,
aka
look, here's the deal with Sagano. All right, Sagano's not very good to begin with. He's got a 4.51 ERA. But guess what? His
It's even higher on
expected
the road.
ERA is over 7. It's over 7, his expected ERA. And the Rockies had actually been winning with this guy in the mound. We knew that wasn't going to continue. It stopped last time. They lost, 4-0 to the Rays? Correct me if I'm wrong, Zinno. Do you have that up? It was the one game in the
4-0,
series
correct.
that did not go over against Nick Martinez.
Correct.
Look, we think Sagano's going to regress. Mitch Bratt, we don't have a lot of faith in.
No, Bitch
Chase
Pratt,
Field, hitter friendly. Over.
And by the way, Bitch Brad's coming off back-to-back really good starts.
Okay, I think the Bratt family might be a little more upset with you than the Sagano family right now.
Oh, sorry, Mitch Pratt. Anyway, 12 innings over his last 2 starts, 4 hits, 1 run. The Rockies actually, since the break, have hit lefties really well. 6th in batting average against lefties since the break. They're top 10 in runs scored against lefties since the break. So we kind of got a really good shot at getting it over here, particularly with the Rockies bullpen. Arizona is one of the hottest teams in the league, and they continue. And when I say continue, I mean continue to score runs at an insane clip. 3rd most runs scored since the break right now. So their offense is on fire.
You know what today is, Mark?
Tuesday.
It
$5
is. It's not-
Tuesday?
It is $5 Tuesday. Shame on me for burying the lead. Here you go, $5. And guys, remember, we have expanded $5 Tuesday. Not just it's available to all the sites. Picks and parlays, winners.
We
and
expanded
liners,
the graphic
sports
so it
and
doesn't
memo.
fit in the screen.
Well, look, people. I think people know what that says. It says $5 Tuesday. All 4 sites. I said it. That's why. Verbal and visual communication here on the program, Mark. So, I will have a $5 best bet. It's going to be another total, guys. I've said it once. I'll say it again. Number 1 with MLB totals this season. We're up 74 units overall since mid-April, Mark, between the NBA playoffs, soccer, and Major League Baseball.
I love it when you talk unit size to me.
It's a good size. We also have some more things to talk about. Don't forget about this. Here, we have a new graphic here. Buy one, get one free. You buy me, you get Zinno free. You buy Zinno, you get me free. Bottom line is you're going to get both of our plays for 3 days. $69. All of our plays from the both of us. It's a $138 value you're getting for $69. So if you want to try us out tonight for $5 each, you can do that. But keep this in mind. $69 gets you every play both of us release for the next 3 days. And Mark Zinno, I'm going to go rogue here on you a little bit.
Ooh.
I'm going to go rogue. You don't know this is happening here. This is how many things I can do. Oh, hold on here. We're not going to get to splash.
In a better mental form if you were going to go rogue. Rogue.
Yes, I should have been. Hold on. Because look at this. I got this too. This is just me, to be honest with you. It's the last day.
Oh!
I'm going to have to promote this. I've been promoted. They put this up. So you can get all my soccer for free.
You can
if
get
the rest
all
of
of
the
Brian's balls for free.
Look, I got 2 of them right there. And look, I've won the World Series. I've won the World Series. In all seriousness, guys, you buy my MLB season, you get all of my soccer through the end of September free of charge. Premier League right around the corner. Less than 2 weeks. 10 days.
You look out when I start handicapping Premier League soccer, you're in deep trouble, pal.
Oh, you're getting into it. I'm
coming for your record.
Saturday morning was my safe space from you. Had a nice cup of coffee. Going over to Europe.
One of the hottest World Cup handicappers.
No Mark Zinno.
Site.
No
That's
Mark
me.
Zinno rage texts. All right, let's keep it going with the graphics here, Zinno. We have a lot to share with the people.
Oh, yeah. You just
How about Splash Sports? I'm going to keep doing it. This is
$1 million.
We have never had this many graphics on one edition of the Morning Wager.
There's
ladies
no
and gentlemen.
graphic there right
A watershed episode of the program. Nevertheless, Splash Sports, guys, you've heard us talk about it now for over a week. This is an NFL Survivor contest. Sign up using password WagerTalk. You will get a $100 bonus at Splash Sports, and you will have a chance to win $21 million. Not only that, you have a chance to defeat Martin Zinno and I. We have a Morning Wager entry. We will be discussing it every week throughout the NFL season on the program. You can beat us, get $21 million if you think you can. We don't think you can because Mark and I have been very steadfast that we're winning this contest this year. But if you think
Yep.
you can, sign up and use password WagerTalk. And to help sweeten the pot, to encourage you to sign up for this contest,
Nobody has done this yet.
Mark and I have extended the offer. If you sign up, show us that you're in the contest, we will give you a free client play. So there you go. All right.
I may have, if I don't get a sign up soon, I may have to up the ante to a week. Every day you'll get a free play from me. Every day.
Okay. All right. I have nothing left to give.
Me neither.
I know you have to.
You can have my ex-wife. I'll give you that.
Do you have the? Never mind. $5 Tuesday. Let's just watch that. Let's watch that on $5 Tuesday. I will. So are you going to have multiple $5 plays?
You said you had nothing left to give. I was willing to give that away.
Well, yeah. Trying to end the show on more of a high note, more of a professional note, more of a business note, more of a sports note.
No. Okay.
Are you going to have multiple $5 plays?
I think so. I think we might go with Due.
Okay. I will have a 4% best bet available for just $5 on every site I'm available on. WagerTalk, picks and parlays, and winners and whiners and sports bet. By the way, this deal, I know it just says WagerTalk on it. It's good at every site. It's good at picks and parlays and winners and whiners too. You can find it there. So wanted to make that clear. All right, Mark Zinno, I'm done.
Let's get out of here.
Now I'm done. Are you okay?
I got to go save Puerto Rico.
Okay. I did not know it was under attack. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, let's all hope for a safe Puerto Rico. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Until then, let's cash some tickets.
Our love is not be parlay, yeah. Chances high